everyone. Welcome to the ART English Club. I'm Ting.
I'm Ruby.
Today we are going to talk about wine.
Would you describe yourself as a wine connoisseur?
If you mean, am I someone who enjoys wine and knows a lot about it? Then no, although the enjoy part is true, particularly a nice glass of red.
Of course, wine might not be everybody's cup of tea, not something they like, but wine has been an important part of history and language.
And even if you don't drink alcohol, wine can be used as a commodity you can invest in and sell at an auction.
A glass of the stuff can be sipped and savored or just glug.
Glug is a good word, meaning drinking in large gulps or mouthfuls. Not something a wine expert would do. For some people, drinking and serving wine is almost an art form.
If you go to a restaurant, there might be a sommelier whose job is to serve and give advice about wine. They may have had years of training to learn about the different types of wine and the individual flavors or aromas known as notes.
For sommeliers, wine tasting is something approaching God of a pen. The work of a sommelier was nothing but pen. They seem to dedicate their life to wine.
One thing a sommelier does is train their palate. This is their ability to distinguish and appreciate different tastes and identify types of good wine from their flavor. I guess this is quite important.
I'll stick to drinking poorer quality cheap red wine, sometimes called plunk.
Cheap wine doesn't always have to be poor quality. Interestingly, some evidence shows we only think wine tastes better because it's more expensive.
So our brain is possibly playing tricks on us. When we see the price tag on a bottle of wine, our brain encodes the information and tells us how it should taste. Encodes means changing the information into something that we can use or understand.
Drinking more expensive wine makes you think it tastes better. So perhaps when buying supermarket wine or wine in a restaurant, it may be better to tell yourself that the cheaper option is okay.
I'll drink that. But I wonder how that most expensive bottle of wine ever sold at auction tastes. In 2018, a bottle of wine dating back to 1774 sold at auction in eastern France for a record-breaking price of $120 and $800.
Well, I think I'll just stick to my plunk for now. Alright, let's recap today's vocabulary. Plunk was one of our vocabulary words today and described cheap, poor quality wine.
We also mentioned a connoisseur, someone who enjoys a particular thing and knows a lot about it.
A sommelier serves and advises about wine in a restaurant.
A palate describes someone's ability to distinguish and appreciate different tastes.
Finally, in course means changing information into something we can use or understand.
Once again, our podcast is up. Next, we have 5 questions based on today's podcast. Please finish and submit them online. Join us again soon for more next time. Goodbye.
Bye.